buggy he looks. Alright, cool.
Hey Pete, you ready to come by the Foundation?
Sure. I'm excited to see what you're up to.
Great. I'm excited to show you.
Oh, gotta grab this call from NJ. See you soon.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Just got off the phone with Harry, and this Foundation thing could be interesting.
Oh, nice. Some hope on my work front, too. I dug into the tech that gang used to mess with the prison transfer. It's DARPA-level stuff.
Yeah, whoever's behind them has a ton of resources. Miles thinks he saw their leader. Some kind of big game hunter, fur vest-looking guy.
Interesting. I'll keep digging. If I can get this story on the front page, it might help us track him down faster. Maybe save my job, too.
Harry's excited to show me his lab. Shouldn't let him down. Can I get back to you in a minute? Oh no. Looks like someone lost their grandpa at Prospect Park.
Spider-Man, thank you for coming. I'm looking for my grandpa Earl. He kept talking about meeting someone here, and now he's gone, and... Can you please help me find him?
Any clues on where he might be?
Just this picture. He was staring at it all morning.
Oh, this looks familiar. Some kind of exhibit. Looks like this was taken 60 years ago. Around the same time of year, too. I'll find him. Don't worry.
Please hurry.
Don't worry, lady. I got him. I'll find him for you.
This is the place. No grandpa. Let's see. Did you leave any hints behind? Yep. Addressed to the man himself.
My wonderful Earl. It's sunny today, around 85 degrees. Sky's blue and clear and beautiful. I took a walk through the botanical garden. What's up, man? Follow the same path you walked down when we were all young and in love. It made me laugh thinking how nervous you were. Your palms were sweaty, knees weak. So bad I thought you were going to pass out. You were just too cute. Well, I'm sure you're tired of that story by now. I just keep thinking about that walk. I'd give anything to go back there. The sun doesn't seem as bright without you today. When I have the big hug I'll be giving you when you get home. I love you with every breath, Billy. I wish.
Hey, he's not at the zoo, but I found a note addressed to him that says something about a botanical garden.
My grandparents used to take
Dude, I can hear you.
I know, right? I finally got a mic. Well, I always,
Definitely got style.
but thank the Lord.
Substance analyzer should do the trick. He isn't at the gardens either, but I found his inhaler and was able to science my way into creating a trail I can follow. I'll let you know when I find it.
Oh no, really? Please hurry. He needs that thing like he needs lungs. Lately I've been so busy.
Am I going the right way?
Sometimes taking care of him was like a
Jeez.
thing I had to do.
I think it's this way. Yep.
All I want is to sit with him. What's wrong with me?
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's hard to balance your own personal life with other responsibilities.
Hey, man.
Believe me,
Excuse me.
I know. We all do what we can.
It's right over here.
I found your
First playthrough.
Did? I'm on my way. Stay right there.
Spider-Man? Whatever you think I did, I didn't.
Your granddaughter asked me to find you.
Granddaughter. Oh. Well, tell her I'll be back in a minute.
Oh,
I proposed to my wife here. Right here. Where we sit.
Wow, really? I have to ask. How'd you propose?
First off, we had to go to the zoo. Never met a soul who loved animals more than that woman. I was terrified. I meant to ask her at the meerkats. She said they reminded her of me, but my knees were knocking, man. I couldn't see straight. We left the zoo and just kept walking. Ended up here. She... If you saw her, man, just perfect. But clumsy. Nearly fell into that pond there. Face first. You ever been in love, Spider-Man?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
What about you, chat? Have you ever been in love?
Nothing more. Can I tell you something, Spider-Man? I know I'm faded. Scary as hell. Thought I'd be ready, but nothing gets you ready. Nothing. When I'm here, it's like she is too. Like I'm living it all over again. All nervous.
I've completed this game around when it came out.
And I look into her
Same, me
eyes.
too.
It's like I'm home. I was so nervous that day, Spider-Man.
I was mad excited for it. A lot of people were, but the whole reason why I'm doing this series is because the story is lackluster. It was very rushed. I don't know what was going on with Insomniac at the time, but
Said my granddaughter was looking for me. Let's go see.
it really fumbled.
I should have guessed you'd come here. Sorry we lost track of each other.
It was my fault for wandering off. But Spider-Man took good care of me. Had a nice chat about your grandma.
Oh yeah? She used to love this spot, huh? I feel like I spent every weekend here with her.
So for this, you could have Peter actually thinking about his relationship with MJ and how long they've been together. So you could have a thing where he's just like thinking about marrying MJ because they've been together since they were in high school. So I feel like with everything going well in his life, he feels like it's time. So maybe you could have him swing by like a jewelry store and he's just looking at the display cases and it's just like, I don't know, should I marry MJ?
There you go, beautiful.
We're about to demolish a hospital that was damaged during Sandman's attack, but there's a lot of debris slowing down the technicians. If you're free, they could really use your webs to help keep the building stable while they work.
Absolutely.
Thanks. We'll keep working until you get here.
Let's get it in.
What's up?
Just wanted to let you know that I talked to Gloria, and Feast is gonna send a donation truck to the house tomorrow for the rest of May's stuff.
I don't think I'll be able to go through everything by then. Could you cancel that? I promise I'll donate it all myself as soon as I'm finished with everything.
I'll call him right now. But don't push yourself too hard, Parker. I'm serious.
Hey, you know I'd much rather be curled up next to you with the latest physics journal right now. Especially that French one.
Sometimes you're just too romantic. I'll talk to you later.
Spider-Man, over here.
Hey, Chief.
Thanks for coming.
What's up, bro? Talk to me.
Managed to set our explosives in every zone except the last one. The demo crew's in there. There's 4 of them.
I'll find them. Just keep your radios open. And make sure nobody touches that detonator. Spider-Bot can search faster in there than I can. Time to shine, little guy. Make Spider Daddy proud.
Spider Daddy's a fire name. Yeah, these missions, they're nice. I do like it because it shows like how like, you know, like how much of a scientist inventor Peter is. But I think it should be very limited. I think there should only be like 2 missions.
Our team's moving in now.
I think this game did it like, I think maybe 3 times, or maybe it's just 2. But these aren't the best, like, or most riveting gameplay, you know what I mean? It's very linear too. I'm only saying this because I played this game like freaking a bajillion times. So I kinda got some beef.
Anyone? I can't move! Help! Hang on, I'll get you out of there.
Honestly, I would have been okay if they just did it once.
Thank you. Help's coming. Fire and rescue knows where you are. They'll be here soon. It's going to be okay. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Clark, you should be getting your location any time now.
Just came in. We'll head right over once we finish getting Mr. Robleski out.
My leg! I'll get you out. 1 second. Fire and rescue's on the way. Just try not to move.
Let me through.
So it's field testing time for my latest upgrade. I'm coming! Just hang on! Should have enough traction to pull him out.
Yeah, so for this mission, I wouldn't change anything at all. I think it's good as it is. So there's not much changes here.
Hey Clark, I just sent a new location your way, but this guy said someone else is still trapped in here.
Really? Not missing anyone else. But if you can find them, we'll get them out.
I'm on it. This'll take some maneuvering.
We've got everything worth taking. We keep digging for more. This whole place is gonna come down. The problem is, we don't die today. Wanna be a follower of the flame? Start trusting him.
Follower of the flame.
Clear out. The explosion will bury whatever's left of him. And the evidence.
Kills him. I don't recognize them.
What about the intruder that's been skulking around? They can't stop all of
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. So if you did one of the crimes with them, like if you do any of the crimes, you get like the flames. If you fight them, and he sees these guys for the first time, he'll be like, "Oh, I fought these guys before." And if you didn't, he says like, "Oh, I don't recognize them." So that's a nice little touch. I don't know, it's kind of stupid, but I thought it was kind of cool.
I just wanted out. And you should have remembered we all go.
I like the flame too. I think it's like it's an interesting concept to have like a cult. I don't think Spidey like goes against a lot of cults, you know.
Get out of here! Oh man, I've always wanted to be in one of those. So crazy about the stuff. What's my prophecy? Endless fighting? Death by building? Grow full arms and become a giant man spider? To burn what the rest of me are worthy. That's it? Oh, okay. Whoa, guys, can we take this outside? Is everyone okay? Besides me knocking you out, obviously? We're better than you ever will be. Flame
I saw that there was some videos on TikTok where they show like cut content from this game, where they showed you that they had a concept for like double takedowns, like in combat. Like I know you could do it in stealth, but like during combat you could do double takedowns, and I'm stuck. This is great. Yeah, that would have been so cool. And there was another video where it showed you that every environmental that you're in, every stage that you're in, all the environment's breakable. Like an enemy can knock you out of the building, you'll fight in the street.
It's eternal.
Thanks. So what's your deal?
There you are.
Hey!
You never did like my smoking.
Yuri?
Lowlifes call me Wraith. Fits pretty well, I think.
I tried. Where have you been?
No time.
What about them?
They made their choice.
This will be a new record. And they said it couldn't be other on these cultists. I need more eyes.
Missions, basically. There's not these crystal things, right? But you will only find 4. Like, the same concept, you had to go around and find 4 crystals, and, like, you fight these sand people, right? What I would do, though, to make it a little bit unique, is that there's, like, different variants. There's not just, like, these regular body ones, but there'll be, like, a giant sand monster, or, like, a mini, sand creature, or, like, you could be fancy with it. I don't know, I'm not a game developer, but do it in a way where, like, you could do, it's different Sandman enemy types, basically. But it's follow the same concept. You beat all these guys up, you get the crystal. But once you get the crystal, you can see this in the other videos on YouTube, but basically I'm just going to run it down here. So you would open the crystal, right? You get the same dialogue that plays right here.
Maybe I'm being paranoid, but everywhere I go, I see them too. Work, the corner store, in the park. They're tracking us.
Marco made a lot of enemies. Wonder if they finally caught up to him.
So Sandman in the comics, he joins like a supervillain squad called the Furious Five, and it's mostly like a Fantastic Four villain, or like a villain group. So you'll have like a flashback of him and the Furious Five going against the Fantastic Four. So you can have a cutscene of them fighting the Fantastic Four. He's doing a lot better. It seems like he's becoming more alert. So every crystal you find like repairs his mind.
I was wondering what this place was.
So imagine Eddie's here too.
This tree. This is perfect.
You made it.
I thought you said this was a startup.
Yeah, I was hoping for something a little less this. But my dad was the one who, he made all the arrangements.
Peter Parker. So, what do you think? It's a far cry from that chop shop that Otto had you in. And now that you're on board,
I like the green.
this place is really gonna start cooking.
Dad, Pete, let him decide for himself.
All right. You know, seeing you boys together again. Right then.
Yeah, and I don't like it that Norman's like involvement in the story is like very minuscule, right? So in this rewrite, I beefed him up a little bit, so he has more of a part to play.
So the first thing I want to show you.
You can't imagine Eddie's here with them.
Harry would have liked. How did you got things set up while I was still undergoing treatment? But when I got out, I made a few changes.
Like what?
Diverted my salary into research projects, installed a diverse board to keep us on the right track, and made sure all research aligned with our mission to heal the world. First, I want you to meet Dr. Young, who's a leading entomologist. You know what entomology is?
Yeah.
Dr. Young is doing this super cool research on bees, or to be more precise, on bee predators.
So here's a little side content. It's a little side mission that you could do. It's basically the EWF missions, those little Foundation missions that you do. The only difference that I would do is that it has a main villain, Swarm. I like it that the previous game mentioned a lot of villains, but I always thought that the villains that weren't in the game that you got to play against, you would see them in the next game. So basically, the focus on these missions, forget the bicycle one, forget the plant one, it's supposed to focus on this robotic bees. And so basically there's only going to be 4 of them. And yeah, so basically you do those missions, and then at the end of it, it will lead into a Swarm boss fight. It's basically just like just to add a little bit more side content, a little extra villain that you could play as.
I've got so much more to show you, Pete. Let's go. Now up ahead is the medical research area. We're doing cutting-edge proton beam work, using protons instead of X-rays.
This is good too. Peter is so excited to be reunited with his old friends that he's
All the stuff we dreamed could make the world a better place.
he's putting Miles to the side or like to the back burner, and it creates that like rift between them.
Harry, a moment, if you please.
Because Peter's not a perfect person, you know what I mean? He's an average Joe. He sins like the rest of us, and that's what makes him so appealing.
Doc, my friend Peter, Dr. Connors.
We've actually met. I used to work with Dr. Octavius. You came to the lab once to consult on electrotactile stimuli.
So the only thing that I would change here is kind of their backstory. The Lizard is a college year Spider-Man villain, so I think Connors knows who Peter is because he was one of his greatest students in college in Empire State because he used to be a professor there. And basically, he doesn't know he's Spider-Man or anything like that. It's just that's how he knows Peter Parker. And then you can also include the whole thing where it's like, oh, Dr. Octavius also invited you to help us out with the arms and stuff like that, right? But what I want to change here, but that's the main thing that I want to change, just the backstory. But I know the Lizard has he has a beefy involvement into the story, a lot more to do with the origins of the symbiote.
You look nice too.
We use it to send proton beams to that treatment room downstairs. It's being repaired right now, but I'll have it back up in no time.
Incredible. Where are we heading now?
Up to the top floor.
Your energy seems really good, Harry.
I feel great.
Okay.
Now, do you know the...
Hang on.
You're a popular guy.
Sorry, it's just my tutoring job. You were saying?
Hey, when you were walking around, did you have a chance to feed the fish?
Yes, that was so great. Interesting research project. And lowers the old cortisol levels, too.
Right? I honestly think it's one of my favorite spots in the building.
Now where?
Last stop. Might be my favorite. It's commanding, but not overbearing. Playful, but not tasteless. Impressive, but not show-off.
Your office.
Or is it our office?
Harry.
Now remember, the things you've seen today are just a small taste of what we're working on. But don't decide just yet, not till you've seen this last thing.
Okay.
Come on, where's your badge? You'll need it to get in.
Where did I put it?
Don't tell me you lost it.
Nope, false alarm. Right here.
Go ahead. Swipe.
Wow. Man. Harry. This is all so amazing. It's perfect, really. It's just... Things are really hectic right now.
When I was in treatment, all I could think about was, what would I do if I survived? And I kept hearing my mom's voice, telling me that our planet is in trouble. And it's my responsibility to save it. If you join me, there's so much more that we can do. I mean, we both know you're the smarter one. Come on. Let's make my mom and May proud.
It's amazing. There's one thing. Can I move my desk over there? I like to face the wall when I work.
Quick thing.
I'm gonna need a little time to transition out of my tutoring job.
Of course. Take whatever time you need. It's all about balance, right?
But Coney Island later, yeah?
You bet.
I mean, yeah, man. It's an amazing thing to have a best friend. It's a wonderful thing. But remember, Eddie's here too. He also accepts it. You have this like beautiful like Three Musketeers kind of vibe going on, right?
Oh, hey, I forgot to tell you. Some of our researchers have field experiments set up around the city. If you have time, check them out. I've sent you the locations, and your badge will grant you access.
All right, I'll swing by.
Okay, so let me talk about this.
Hey, sorry
Never
I
mind.
didn't
Hold on.
you before, but I just got a new job.
For real? Well, that's awesome. Where's it at?
This new foundation run by my best friend. It's incredible. But I can fill you in later. What's up?
The guys who took Lee and Scorpion? Genki and I tracked the exhaust trails from their aircraft to the Williamsburg Bridge. I'll meet you there.
Don't see any bad guys. Maybe Miles and Genki had it wrong? Hey, I'm at the
But remember,
bridge.
Miles is here with
No
them.
sign of our mysterious safari pirates.
Oh, man. We were sure it was there. Sorry about the wild goose chase.
Don't sweat it. We'll find him. Littering? Come on, man. Huh? Okay. What in the... Arachnid, come on! Now have your boss on the main get this time.
Damn, messed up a little bit.
You could have just said I don't know. Seriously though, where'd your boss take Lee and Gargan? What do we have here? Maybe it'll lead me to some answers. Okay, Birdie. Take me to your nest. I'm gonna miss these chases when I'm an Emily May. The adrenaline, going through the city like it's an obstacle course, never gets old. Getting to do real science, though. Actual money. God, I finally did it. I have a stable career. Okay, cool it, Parker. Daydream about those science stacks later. Time to chase.
See, look, this is a great thing that he will be telling Miles. Like Miles, I've been struggling for so long, and finally, look, things are working my way. I'm putting in the effort. I'm trying to be a better person.
Up, and you won't get away.
And he has confidence in Miles, especially with Miles' own game, with him being Spider-Man by himself during Christmas. You know, so he's confident in Miles' ability to handle the city on his own.
Mind if I take a look under the hood?
Well, right now he's just contemplating it. Like he's just thinking about it. He's still gonna be Spider-Man, but he's just like, hey, I'm not gonna be helping you as much because you know I have to focus on teaching at Brooklyn Visions and also being a scientist at Life Foundation. Damn, bro, he rocked their jaw.
Now,
Where's this thing?
boss? Another robot. Maybe I can test something out. Okay, let's see. Sorry, Birdie. as awkward for me as it is for you. There should be a... Yep. Hmm? Oh, come on, Birdie! Let go! Come on! Not buy a ticket for this ride! Gonna send this location to MJ. Maybe she can dig up some building records. Where are we going now?
The cool gameplay thing also, when they're working together, is that you could switch off. Like you could, like you know how like in the game you could switch in the open world you could switch between them. In these gameplay moments, in these story missions where you're working together, you could switch between them. And like in the what was it in the DLC, the City Never Sleeps, you could like make your partner, especially like Black Cat, do takedowns. You know what I mean? Oh, and also what I said about the Miles thing.
Our departure is imminent.
Who are these people?
I'm gonna find out.
Good luck.
Sorry, I gotta stop talking over the cutscenes. With the whole, like I said before in the last video, in this game, the whole thing that are a good gameplay mechanic is that you see how there's 4 freaking moves that you could do: the jump move, the basic attack, the triangle move, and the circle move. In this game, you play with other superheroes, like not just Miles, also the Prowler and the Wraith. So far, that's the ones that we encounter. So throughout the city, when you do crimes, you will randomly get to fight with one of them, like the Prowler or the Wraith. And you get to customize. You could customize their move sets just like you could do these. So it's not just Peter and Miles. Like eventually, as you keep on playing, you can unlock other people. Like so far, but I think depending on like the story missions, but eventually you'll unlock Wraith, you'll unlock Prowler, and then you can encounter them throughout the crimes. Within there's certain story missions where you'll also excuse me, you'll also have like where you had to like play with them. You know what I mean? So in this mission, imagine Miles is here and you could switch between him, right? During the stealth, you could do like you can make him do takedowns. You can make Peter do takedowns. In combat, you could command him to do a certain move, kind of like in the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but like you basically play a Star Lord and you could command your teammates to do certain moves. So they should implement that mechanic in this game.
That was fast. You find something?
2 things. This armed group calls themselves Hunters. And they've got a lot of accents.
International mercenaries?
That's what I'm thinking. Could be front page material for your article.
I'm writing it up now. Thanks.
Oh, and speaking of work, I accepted Harry's offer.
That's fantastic. We should celebrate later after you're done with your current work.
Totally. Talk soon.
So see, this is what I love it, and I think this game would have shined so well because the first game, it shows Peter struggling, like making it out of the rough. You know what I mean? And I feel like this game, Peter learns to prioritize his personal life, and everything's going well for him. Like everything's great. You hear the thing of him like wanting to marry MJ or think about proposing to her. Money's good. Money's good. He's working as a teacher. He also has this new opportunity to become a scientist, the main job his dream job that he always wanted. And Eddie helped him. I don't know. You can see it in the other story, but I'm just gonna say here, Eddie helps him out with the mortgage, so he's not stressing with the mortgage anymore. So everything's going well for him. Everything's going well for him.
Kraven. That's their leader?
So in this section, you could like switch off between them, have them do takedowns, or you go loud.
Harsher than my bosses would have preferred. Idiots. After the 6th incident, I got put on, what do they
nuisance, so I torched their building. Hey, what was that?
Sleep tight. Hello. Surveillance video from the blind I was just at. Looks like they've got others. All around the city. I'll send this to Genki. Bet he could help pinpoint these. What's Kraven hunting? And why?
Yes, it's loaded. We'll join you soon. Just make sure the beasts have the right scent. Want some hungry.
You hungry too? You're feeling... Aw, for me? You shouldn't have. Oh. Oh, sturdy and flexible. I wonder. Nice. Time to take my shiny new toy for a test drive. These guys are better equipped than most armies. This Kraven guy must be rich, or well-connected, or both. Down you go.
Fair enough. Yes, I did not expect Kraven to care so much about plants.
I've seen him walk a hunter back from the brink of death. Doesn't restrict himself with the straitjacket of modern medicine.
That explains a lot. No man can have strength like this. It's not normal.
That's what focus gives you. He knows nothing but the hunt. Perhaps if you focus more on yourself instead of others, you could be as strong too.
Perhaps.
Yeah, so how cool would it be if you could do double takedowns during combat, bro?
His name does not deserve to be...
The hero is here. I heard him.
Come on, let me,
Follow the webs. Cannot be far.
stop letting me do it, let me do it! Oh lord. Damn it. Why wouldn't he let me do it? Broke my clean streak.
All right. Where to next? Research lab?
Alright, I'm not gonna go... Well, let's do it, why not? So basically, what I would change here, I know it's a bunch of Scorpion stuff, but what I would change here, I would do like Shocker stuff. Like, this whole thing is like props about Shocker. Basically, like, Kraven studying... Not Shocker, what I'm saying, Scorpion. Like a Kraven studying Scorpion, but I would change it for the Shocker, and I'll explain why later. But basically, you'll see like how he got his gauntlets, his history, his first encounter with Spider-Man, and also how Kraven is using Shocker's main tool, like those little pulse things, into his own equipment. And eventually you'll see in this section you'll have like a villain or like a enemy variant that uses that stuff, you know? Because you can see with like the shields, they have like that little electricity, they get that from Electro. I think there's another one. I just don't remember what.
Testing their weapons on that armor?
But basically he's using like the Sinister Six powers for his own hunters.
Almost an exact replica. Must have been probing it for weaknesses. Can never be too careful with Scorpion.
So imagine this is all Shocker stuff.
Would you look at that? Hey MJ, I have another name for you. Kraven. Seems like he's the boss of these guys. And he's here on some kind of hunt.
Kraven hunter. What's he hunting?
Whatever it is, it definitely involves Scorpion and Lee. Mind looking into this Kraven guy in the meantime and getting Miles on his own?
Already on it. Stay safe.
How about this?
And we're cleaning up.
Like a bloodhound. Could be trouble. He uses it to find killers instead of death. Just as much as the man.
A true hunter.
No, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Chill. You're bugging. I know you think you see something, but you don't. Why can't I see you?
How many more fires must we light out in the city?
As many as we need to.
Follow the sound and find the spider.
Oh, come on. You said it was safe. Alright, that's not supposed to happen. Ooh.
Never gonna win best in show with that attitude. Nice doggy, kitty, robot. Those teeth are no joke. Roll over, play dead. Finally! I was wondering when animal control would show up. Actually, now that you're here, what's Kraven hunting? Maybe I can help.
I don't know why, but the spider legs feel like they don't do a lot of damage. Like, it doesn't feel strong enough.
What were you protecting?
And that was weird.
Alright, Kraven. What are you looking for?
That whole fight scenario.
Martin Lee, Black Cat. Wait. I get bringing Scorpion and Lee on a hunt, but Black Cat's a thief.
So one thing to add, usually Peter sees the video of Kraven fighting Scorpion and ending up killing him. He doesn't see no video here. He sees that there is a video file that's named Shocker, and he has to download it. That's the only way that he can access it. So he downloads it and saves it for later. So basically here, Peter and Miles head further into this this base, and they find out like a tinker's shop. And basically what it is that they see somebody is building these vulturelings and dogs for Kraven, and as they keep on going, they see that it's Adrian Toombs. He's been building using his tech in order to create these creatures. And so Adrian Toombs is shocked that Spider-Man's here, and he starts freaking out, and so a fight ensues. So you get a Vulture boss fight that breaks out of here. You fight mostly in the sky and stuff like that. Obviously Peter and Miles end up winning, and Eddie Brock is covering the whole scene. He's taking photos and all that jazz, and Adrian gets arrested, and he's going to be sent to Ravencroft. And so Peter goes to talk to Eddie, and he's just like, hey, I know you're from the Daily Bugle. And he's just like, yeah, you know my friend Peter Parker, he was always taking photos of you. And he's like, oh yeah, I know Peter, he's a good guy, I haven't seen him in a while. He's just like, oh yeah, he quit a while ago, but yeah, he's like one of the best guys I know. And honestly, when we were kids, we used to have this rivalry of who's a better photographer and stuff like that, but I always knew he was better, right? So then Peter's just like, he does something nice. He's just like, you know what? I think you're better because you're going to have something that Peter never had. You're going to have a photo of 2 Spider-Men. And so Eddie gets a photo of Peter and Miles. But yeah, guys, this is where we're going to end episode 3. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know the rewrites are getting a lot of love, and it means a lot to me. I really enjoy doing these things for you guys. But yes, please comment any ideas that you have. I really would love to read it, and just exchange ideas, you know. But yes, guys, I love you. Be good people. Believe in God. God loves you. He was always there for you. So if you're going through a hard time, you know, he's your man. But yeah, guys, if you do like what you see, please give me a follow. I greatly appreciate it. We're trying to reach 40 followers, and that'll mean a lot to me. Okay, so God bless you.